Hello, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and fine at your places. So today we are going to dealing with the second part of sports and nutrition, and now I'll be telling you about macro and micronutrients, and then we'll move forward for the further topics. Right. So when I'm talking about macronutrient children, so as in the earliest part, I have already told you that macronutrients are those nutrients which are required in large amount, which are required in large proportion in our diet, like carbohydrate, fat, protein, water, etc. So macronutrients include carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and they are the main part of our diet, and they are taken in large quantity in our diet. They are main source of energy for our body, and carbohydrate, protein, fat, fiber, roughage, water, these are the energy provider. And basically, so the macronutrients are carbohydrate, fat, protein, etc. If we talk about micronutrients, so these are the nutrients which are required in a small proportion, that is in a small requirement in our body, and like chloride, iodine, magnesium, zinc, boron, these are required in a small amount. These are also some defensive foods are also there. So now I'll be telling you about the functions of balanced diet. What are the functions of balanced diet? So very first point is sufficient energy, right? So when you take balanced diet, what is balanced diet? Balanced diet means taking a proper amount of food which consist of macro as well as micronutrients. Okay, so macro as well as micronutrients, they are going to call it balanced diet, because they are the energy, that is the macro as well as micronutrients are there. So whenever we talk about macro and micronutrients, so yes, it is very important to note that macro means something which is required in a large amount, and micro is something which is required in a small amount. This is something which is very important when we talk about energy in our body. So when you take sufficient proper food, that is a proper balanced diet. When you take a proper balanced diet, your body is needed what? Your body needed a proper food, right? So sufficient energy play a very important role. Okay, so that is what balanced diet is all about. Okay, next is optimum growth and development. So it helps an individual to grow and develop to for the optimum, that is the fullest growth and development of a person. So very first point is growth and development. Second point is sufficient energy. So these are the very important points whenever we talk about what? Whenever we talk about our functions of balanced diet. So functions of balanced diet, please note, which is a very important point. What is balanced diet, children? Balanced diet is something when you consume food properly, right? That is balanced diet. Okay, so balanced diet is about macro plus micronutrients, when your body have all kinds of nutrients. Okay, now about optimum growth and development, right? So what do you mean by the optimum growth and development? We have two terms, right? That is growth and development. Okay, so growth is a cellular term, and when we talk about development, so wholesome development of our body. Okay, and children's, when we talk about the third point, that is the proper functioning of our organs. So when the proper functioning of organs are there, that means the internal organs work properly, right? The internal organs work properly. So here I need to say that when your internal organs are working, will be a proper development of your body. Okay, children. So sufficient energy, balanced diet provides sufficient energy to your body. Then optimum growth and development. So yes, when you take balanced diet, there will be a optimum growth and development of your body. Proper functioning of organs. So balanced diet helps various organs and the various organ system to work properly. Faster recovery. Let's say you are injured, there is a repairing and replacing of worn tissues. So if you take balanced diet, when your body has, good amount of nutrients in your body, the chemical substance which must be there, so sufficient energy will be there in your body and there will be faster recovery. The another point is efficient immune system. So during this COVID system and the COVID virus, we must understand that we must have a good immune system so that it in fight with the infections. So our body, if we take a proper balanced diet, so there will be a good defense system in our body. Balanced diet improve the defense of our body system against bacteria, viruses, fungal disease. Thus efficient immune system is very important. Okay, children's, improve health status. Now health is something which is a very very important task in a human being, because health is something which can be, earn. We can't purchase health. So the diet that improves the overall health status of an individual by preventing them from various illness, from various disease and all. So it is very important to have a good health status and to take good balanced diet. Improve metabolism. Now let's say the energy production is there because the proper development of body, right? So improve metabolism, that is balanced diet improve the quality of metabolism process for our body, thus energy release will fine. So if the energy is good, definitely the things are working in our body nicely. Prevent deficiency disease. When you take each and every nutrient in terms of carbohydrate, in terms of protein, in terms of vitamins, so definitely the production of energy is good in your body and you will not get any deficiency. It means there will not be any deficiency of nutrient. Okay, so balanced diet prevent individuals from various deficiency disease as it provide you all the nutrients. Okay, maintaining good body weight. So good body weight is a very important task nowadays, because all are worried about their obesity, about a good shape, all want to look good, slim, trim, right? So body weight manage, if you really wanted to manage the body weight, if you really wanted to do something in terms of maintaining body, so if you started taking a proper diet, I mean, when an individual consume calories which is requirement of the body, okay, and not to take calories which is not required by the body. I mean, if you take 100 calories and if you burn 100 calories and everything is equal. But if you're consuming 1000 calorie and you're burning only 500 calories, so definitely that 500 calories will be there in your body and it will lead you obesity, deposition of fat. So when you take balanced diet, it helps an individual to maintain body weight. Overall efficiency improve, right? So when you take balanced diet, your overall efficiency of body will be improved, as balanced diet increase the efficiency of physiological system, that is your excretory system, your digestive system, your glandular system, your respiratory system. So overall efficiency of an individual will definitely improve by this. Okay, so I'll just take you, right, so quickly go through it. Sufficient energy. If you take a balanced diet, there will be a sufficient energy, there will be optimum growth and development, proper functioning of organs, faster recovery will be there. If your immune system will work properly, it will improve your health status, it will improve your metabolism, there will be no deficiency disease to any individual, there will be maintain of a body weight, and overall efficiency will be improved. Now we are going to learn about what are the factors which affect the diet of an individual. So when we talk about factors affecting diet, so the very first point is what, beta? The very first point is age. See, like when there is a guest star place, so or if we generally talk about our family, let us suppose, just let us take a simple example that a little boy or a little girl consume less food as compared to the adult one or the senior citizen, right? So age is the very first factor. Age play an important role in a diet preparation. Like growing age childs need more protein to meet the growth patterns. In old age people should avoid protein, fat, and take more minerals and vitamins, right? So age is one of the most important factors about diet, right? First is age, second is gender. right? So gender or sex difference causes variation in diet. Male need more calories as compared to female due to physiological and activity need to the body, right? If someone is, if we talk about female, if they are also doing some work which is based on a heavy physical workout, so definitely they should also go for a good diet, a protein rich diet. Workout of profession, so yes, this is also a factor which on which the diet depends. That is, person with heavy physical workout need more calories than a person who is doing less, like I am here only and I am sitting and I just sit and giving my lectures on my lappy, and in the same time a worker who is doing a great amount of work in field and doing everything. The great salute to our farmers, like our farmers is doing great in field and they are doing exactly, you know, a great hard work. So for them they require more calories. Okay. Body weight, the body weight also bring difference of diet. Overweight and obese person should take fibrous food, whereas slim and lean food underweight person need more protein and fat. So it depends on body weight also, that the weight also bring difference. How? Overweight or obese should take fiber because they will have to reduce their weight, right? They want to reduce their weight, and if they wanted to reduce with their waist, they should go for fibrous food so that they'll be looking slim, trim. Okay. And if someone is lean, so he should go for good protein, he should go for good fats. Now a diet of a person may depends upon specific sports type. It means, like say I'm just taking example of some of the games. For example, I belongs to kho, kabaddi or football. So these are some, I have just given you the names which based on what strength as well as endurance. So it is very important when various sports activity need specific diets. Like for a long distance runner, they require more fat. In contact games like judo, karate, boxing, right? They require more protein. For explosive strength like standing broad jump, players need more carbohydrate because it is a energy yielding food, right? Got it. Then in skill games, player need more amount of vitamins and minerals. Sufficient roughage is also a very important factor in our diet. Sufficient roughage is non-nutritive, but it is very essential. What is roughage? Roughage is a non-nutritive component of our diet. Roughage consists of a lot of fibers. So all the fruits, all the vegetables, it stratifies it, the hunger. It just very very important part in a diet of a person. If we talk about a simple, like if we talk compare ourselves with a pregnant woman, so with a pregnant woman and a feeding mother, there is a different diet. A normal female is have a different diet and a normal person has a different diet. So a pregnant or a feeding mother need extra diet, more amount of carbohydrate, more amount of protein and fat, minerals, vitamins, etc. It should be given throughout the day rather than a big meal. Okay. Then diet during health problems. If someone is injured, if he or she has some problem, right? So injured person should take more amount of proteins, because protein and minerals in this thing, first they help the person to overcome the weakness, that patient overcome that weakness, and second thing, the recovery is faster. So injured person should take more protein and minerals, whereas ill or weak patient is given light meal along with minerals and vitamins. A diseased person has to follow instructional food as per dietitian. Like if someone has a deficiency, if someone has facing some pro health related problems, so he must go for whatever food is prescribed by the dietitian or the which is recommended by the doctor. Seasonal fruit, right? What is this seasonal food? Seasonal foods, so when I talk about seasonal food, I get to know about mango, right? So at a time I know that I have around 4 to 5 mangoes when it is seasonal fruit. So one should go for seasonal food, right? Seasonal food is very very important, children's, right? Seasonal food is easily available, they're economical, moreover they have high calorific values. Okay. Seasonal fruits like simple like dates, mangoes, etc., guava. These is very, very important when you have, if you wanted to have calories, right? It is very, very good. Climatic conditions. So this is also a factor. Like this also affects the diet of a person. Like in hot place, the food should be less fried. In coastal regions, the food should be more liquid. In cold places, the food should be more contain of proteins, more contain of fats. Natural diet. So natural sources of diets are easily digested by our body. So it is less polluted and does not contain any synthetic food. Because if you take a synthetic product, like the gym people take protein, no, the protein which is so costly and which is make kind of powder kind of, okay. So that have some synthetic things in that substance. It lead to what? It lead to cancers and all kind of disease. So natural diet is a good source which is easily available, which is less polluted. Doctor's recommendation. Sometime when a person is sick, so they should go according what the doctor recommended to them. Like for a heart patient, for an asthmatic patient, for a jaundice, if someone has jaundice. So heart patient should avoid fried and fatty food. Jaundice patient should avoid protein, right? So if someone is given a kind of diet by a doctor, so he must go according to the recommendation. Eating habits and social custom. Eating habits, so it's a custom also affect the diet of an individual. Some peoples are, in the habit of eating fast food, whereas some don't like that. Similarly, in some custom, preference is given to non-vegetarian as well as some given to the vegetarian. So this is also a factor on which a diet of a person based, right? So I'll tell you from where we have started today. We started with macro and micronutrients. What is this macronutrient, children, which is required in large amount? Let us recap it properly. So macronutrients are those nutrients which are required in large proportion: fat, carbohydrate, protein. And micronutrients are those nutrients which is required in a small proportion. If we go through the functions of balanced diet, to sufficient energy, optimum growth and development of body, proper functioning of internal organs, that is lungs, that is our heart, our intestine, right? Our pancreas which secrete insulin. So if pancreas fail to produce insulin, so it produce a hormone which is called insulin, right? Which convert food into energy. So there will be a lot of problem then. So it is very, very important to have a proper functioning of our internal organs. The function of balanced diet is also the faster recovery of our body. It will give us efficient immune system. It will improve health status. It will improve various metabolism. It will prevent disease, maintaining good body weight, and overall efficiency of our body will improve. Balanced diet, macro plus micronutrients called balanced diet, or when your diet consists of good amount of all the proper amount of carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, roughage, etc. If I talk about factors affecting diet, so age matters. Gender is also something which is related to the factor which affect your diet. Work profession, definitely it will decide the individuals. Then body weight, specific sports diet. If someone belongs to kushti, wrestling, right? So wrestler has a different diet. A gym boy has a different diet, right? So it depends on game which kind of diet they need. Sufficient roughage is required. Pregnant women feed different type of foods and all given throughout the day, not indirectly at a time. So diet during health related problems is also something. Seasonal foods, climatic conditions, natural diet, doctor's recommendation, eating habits, and custom religions. So these are some points that we have discussed today, which are based on factors affecting diet and what are the functions of balance diet. So with this, here we get conclusion that it is very important to have a balanced diet. What beta? We got to know here that it is very, very important to take balanced diet, because balanced diet is very important in a life of a person. If you really wanted to overcome any kind of illness, any kind of disease, any kind of, you don't want any kind of deficiency disease, there must be a balanced diet, right? So I'm again telling you, macro plus micronutrient is called balanced diet. So macronutrient, which is required in large amount, carbohydrate, fat and protein. Micronutrients, like micronutrients which is required in a small amount. So micro means what? A small amount, that is the carbs, that is the protein? No, not the carbs, not the protein, because it is required in large amount. So we need what? We need minerals, vitamins, right? So I hope you all got this today's concept. Thank you so much, everybody.